Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's doing well out there on this Resurrection Sunday. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, not going to be before you too long. I apologize for my lateness. I tried to get on a little bit early, but this morning, actually, I was up and out around 5 a.m. We had a sunrise service. So I was at service around 6, a little bit after 6 for a 7 o'clock service. So it's been nonstop this morning, but I still want to come on this Resurrection Sunday and just talk to everyone out there to kind of see what's going on. Again, my name is Thomas Taylor III, coming to you live from Lawrenceville, Georgia. But first, I want to send my condolences to a good brother of mine. I see Alonzo Allen, his cousin, passed away. My condolences, as well as Brother Hutchinson, his grandfather, passed away. So I just want to send my condolences to those brothers. But this morning, on Resurrection Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I want to talk about, resurrection. In a different format, right? Because we all know, for those that believe, resurrection denotes he got up, right? He rose from the dead, right? So what I want to talk to you about this morning briefly is, what have you allowed to lay dormant in your life that's dead that needs resurrecting? I'll say it again. What have you allowed to lay dormant in your life that needs resurrecting? Why? Because sometimes we suffer from this thing called procrastination, ladies and gentlemen. There's things that we know we need to do, but for some reason, whether it be fear, lack of information, lack of understanding and or trust, we just don't get it done, right? So did you actually write down some goals for this year, right? Sometimes, people write down New Year's resolutions, right? Well, it's April now, right? So based upon procrastination, right? What have you not gotten done that needs resurrecting? So what better day than today on Resurrection Sunday, where those that believe are actually celebrating the resurrection? I felt that it's a good time to talk about it. Why? Because sometimes we need a little push. Sometimes we just need a little bit of support to move us from where we are in terms of what we know our heart and our minds are telling us to do, to actually getting it done. Sometimes you need a little support, right? Sometimes even when you get up in a position where you're angry or somebody says something that makes you angry, what does it do? It drives you, right? Or maybe somebody says or tells you that you can't do something. It drives you, right? Well, on this Sunday morning, in terms of resurrection, I just want to ask you, what are some of those things that you say you was going to do that you haven't gotten done yet, right? Again, because of procrastination and sometimes the fear of, right? Well, if you know what those things are, I think today's a good day to start turning the corner on those things that number one, you can do. Why? Because if your creator gave you the vision to get it done, he's already given you the provision to do it. It doesn't matter if there's nobody out there who looks like you or have done it before you. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you think you don't have what it takes to get it done. It doesn't matter, right? What he wants you to do is to believe that you can. You see, because belief is the beginning of manifestation, right? It's hard to get something done if you don't believe you can get it done, right? You always heard when people say, hey, if you believe you can't, you're right. And if you believe you can, you're right also, right? It's based upon what you believe. But on this Sunday morning, what I don't want you to do is to continue to allow procrastination to prevent you from getting it done, right? Now, some of us are all guilty, right? I'm working on my book and I continuously ask for prayers, for me to keep moving to get that done. right? Only because of the weight that it holds. But also, I know that it's not about me, so I know I need to get it done. So I ask you, just slow down today. You know, those that's going to church, even online, right? When the festivities are over, when things kind of slow down, just do some inventory and just ask yourself, okay, today is April 17th, right? What have you actually gotten done relative to the things that you said that you were going to get done in the first quarter? Because the first quarter is gone, right? But you still have an opportunity. As long as you woke up this morning and breathe another breath of fresh air, you still got a chance. And I know you can do it. Why? Because it's actually something that came into your mind to the point where hopefully you wrote some of it down, right? To start to develop a plan. And then life happens, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because life happens to all of us, right? Like nobody gets a pass on life, right? Because as soon as you make up your mind that, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. Guess what happens? An avalanche comes to slow you down, right? To question you. Now you start doubting and questioning yourself whether or not you have the wherewithal to get it done. But I know you do. Why do I know that? Because you believe that you can, right? And it's just the fact that some things happen during this thing we call life, along this journey that we all are going on, and it slowed you down, right? So you lost a little bit momentum. It's okay. Just dust yourself off, right? Just dust yourself off, pick yourself back up, and keep moving, right? My guy Les Brown says, if you can look up, you can get up, right? And get those things done. On this Resurrection Sunday, right? Like feel it, right? There's a relevancy to this day relative around resurrection, right? For those that believe he has risen. Okay, he got up. What about you? What about me? Right? There's still some things that we have to do. What do we got to do? We got to get up. We got to rise past whatever issues, obstacles, and challenges that we have. We got to rise above it and still get the job done, right? Because you have the ability to get it done. And guess what? Nobody's going to come do it for you, right? They're not coming, right? If nobody didn't tell you, hey, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, they're not coming to help you. They may not even be coming to cheer you on, right? Because as soon as you start to move and when obstacles come, keep moving, right? Don't stop, right? I talked about this before in the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. He talks about the law of the mo. It's momentum. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And the more you keep moving, things start to happen. Things start to gravitate towards you, just like a magnet, right? Things start to pull. The universe starts to pull towards you because you're in motion. What happens is when you start to procrastinate, now you slow down and you almost feel that you're operating in reverse. Okay? So on this Resurrection Sunday, I just want to keep you encouraged to let you know that you're heading in the right direction, right? Move past procrastination. Dust those things off that you put to the side that you wasn't so sure of, right? Because you never know. We just might not have tomorrow to get it done. Oh, so many times we put so much stock into tomorrow, just arbitrarily thinking, hoping, and praying that we can see it, that it comes, right? For some of us, hopefully it'll come. For some of us, it may not come. Now what? That's why I said before, I asked a question. I said, where's one of the richest places in the world? And everybody's like, different places, Dubai, all these different places. And I said, nah. One of the richest places in the world is a graveyard. Why? Because that's where a lot of dreams are buried. A lot of books that's not written. A lot of movies that haven't been made. A lot of stories that have been told is in a graveyard, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Don't let that thing that your creator placed inside of you to do on this Resurrection Sunday, don't let that thing be buried with you, right? Move past procrastination. I challenge each and every one of you guys that's listening. Go ahead and move towards those things that you're afraid of, right? Because once you break through, you realize, oh man, it wasn't that bad after all, right? It's not as bad as you think it is, right? People are going to talk about you. So what? They're going to talk about you anyway, right? Whether you do good, they're going to talk about you. Whether you do bad, they're going to talk about you. That's just what people do. But don't let that stop you. Don't let that impact you. Don't let that affect you from doing what your creator has placed inside of you to do. I'm going to leave you with this. There's one thing that typically slows us down, right? And that's actually moving past, again, the procrastination. Why? Because the challenge is to stay focused, right? Why is that, Thomas? Can you stay focused long enough to witness the manifestation of what already has been completed? That's the trick, ladies and gentlemen. Can you stay focused long enough? Why? Because everything that your creator has given you to do, it's already done. But can you stay focused long enough to witness the manifestation of it being completed? That's my time for this Sunday morning, Resurrection Sunday. I just want to come on and share some words with you guys. Again, I'm just coming from service myself. I've been out all morning, but I want to push you past procrastination, ladies and gentlemen, because we all deal with it. But I don't want it to stop you, right? It could be a bump in the road, right? But don't get off the exit. Don't detour off the exit, right? If you got to get over out the fast lane, move over. But keep on moving. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. My name is Thomas Taylor III. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook, Thomas Taylor III, on Instagram, Thomas Taylor III, as well as my YouTube channel, Thomas Taylor III. That's Tailor Your Dreams. And I got my website coming out very, very soon. That's tailoryourdreams.com. Ladies and gentlemen, on this Resurrection Sunday, go out there and make it a great day.